Hello everyone, welcome back to Together with Ben Core Java Learning Series 1. In today's video, we are going to look at Task 7 Part 4. We will review unary and conditional operator and our goal today is to investigate midterm exams with unary and conditional operators, like increment and decrement, if you remember plus plus and minus minus, and then conditional operator and with 2 ampersand characters. Our case is about a student who is 8th grade and taken 3 major exams, and let's see how the grades will be changed after midterm exams. Let's get started. Alright, let's create a program that shows how John's school grade change. Review the following steps and start scripting the program. Let's add the student right here in type string. His name is John. And then his current grades. They will be type int, ELA grade, that is 95, then int algebra grade, that is 100, and then lastly science grade, that is an 80. Gotta work on that. Alright, let me add a multi-line comment. Okay, let's do this one first. Midterm exam on algebra and grade went down by 10%. Basically what we need to do, say algebra grade, and then say I want to get 10% out of it. So that's going to be minus equals algebra grade divided by 10. This is pretty much saying algebra grade equals algebra grade minus, let me put it in parentheses, 10% of algebra grade, which is like divided by 10. But we are going to keep using the short version. And then the second one, John took midterm exam on science. We're going to say science grade. This time there is an increase, so we're going to say plus equals science grade. This time let's multiply by 0.15. That's 15%. John had a midterm exam on ELA and his average affected 20% down. So we're going to say ELA grade, that's a decrease, so minus equals ELA grade divided by 5, which is 20%. Alright. And then, now we have decrease on 2 of the courses, which is why John retook ELA and Algebra test. So let me put here retakes. So what happened in the retakes? There is an increase. Let's start with ELA grade. That's an increase, so plus equals ELA grade, and the increase was about 0.2. So we'll multiply that, that's 20% increase on the ELA grade. And then algebra grade, that's an also increase, 10%. We're just going to multiply that by 0.1. And if all grades are equal or above 90. Otherwise, print work harder. Let's put our condition if and open our parentheses. We're going to use 2 ampersand. That is a conditional and. Let's say if science grade is greater or equal to 90 and algebra grade, and repeat the same step, greater or equal to 90. And lastly, ELA grade, if it's greater or equal to 90. And if this is the case, give me a statement that shows the current grades. Let's put student's name, pass by student, and let's concatenate students. That's going to be John's grade. Let's say science grade plus science grade. And let's repeat the step again. Student concatenate algebra grade plus algebra grade. Okay. Next one, student ELA grade plus ELA grade. Else, just print work harder. Okay. That's about it. Let's execute and find out what really happened. John's science grade is 92, algebra grade is 99, and ELA grade is 91. Alright, let's give it a little bit better look because it's not really good readable on the output. Basically, let's concatenate new line on both of them. And let's execute again. It looks better, right? Science grade is 92, algebra grade is 99, ELA grade is 91. It doesn't really mean that you won't work harder, but you achieved it. John, great job. Alright, let's do one other thing before we move on to our next topic. For one of the grades, I want to compare it to the older grade. So I'm going to pick, let's say, old ELA grade. What is the old ELA grade? Which is the ELA grade of the time. Old ELA grade is the ELA grade currently 95. If you print out here, old ELA grade will point to 95. But here, because the ELA grade has changed on line 17 through 23, they will be two different numbers. How am I going to compare? Let's say compare if old ELA grade is greater than the current grade. How do we do that? So let's compare if old ELA grade is greater than ELA grade. Let's do this. Old ELA grade and concatenate this and put greater sign and then plus ELA grade. And then let's use else if this time. If old ELA grade equals ELA grade, tell me. Basically, we are going to just repeat with an equal sign right here. Lastly, else. If none of the cases are correct, that means old ELA grade is less than the current ELA grade. Let's execute and find out. Okay, 95 is the initial grade, and then the 91 is the current grade. So the old ELA grade is greater. That is obvious, right? And hopefully this was helpful. Thanks for watching. Until next time.